Hello everyone, this is Naj187 bringing you a game that I played as Ahri and my friend Ben, Mudrover, as Sona. I believe I go mid and he goes bot with, I guess, TF. So we'll see how this goes. I do believe I'll go against Nivea or Gragas. Alright, game starts. I go boots pots, usually on any AP carry. And I'm gonna go mid.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I think TF doesn't really know what he's doing. We'll see though. Maybe I'll go bot. I don't know. But boots pots will work out either way. I really like Ahri. She's kind of a very maneuverable, bursty AP champ. Her laning phase is a little bit weak. She kind of has to play a little bit cautious because she is really squishy
30 seconds until minions spawn.
before she gets to 6. So you have to really watch out for the ganks. Her 4 abilities are... Oh, they're invading. What up, Nasus? So we're getting out of there. Yeah, Shackle's jungle is really easy to interrupt, but we'll see. I kinda gotta get back bot, so we'll get there as fast as possible, but alright.
Minions have spawned.
So Ahri's 4 abilities are Orbit Deception, which basically is a skill shot line nuke that goes forward and comes back. It deals magic damage on the way out and the same amount of true damage on the way back. So you want to hit them with both parts, obviously. It's actually a very difficult thing to land. Her second ability is Foxfire, which she summons 3 fires around her. I don't really know how to describe it other than it's like a fire shield, and it goes to nearby enemies. And basically how Foxfire works is the first one deals full damage, but if the other 2 hit the same target, they both deal half damage. As you see, the 40 plus 12 and then 80 plus 24, that's exactly double. That's the max damage you can do with Foxfire. Charm is a really, it's a very long range line damage spell, but it also basically taunts the enemy, makes them run towards you. And Spirit Rush is basically 3 mini flashes that each deal, as you see, 110 damage at this level. Her AP ratios are a little bit less than I would like, but that's a little bit deceptive, because as you see, it only says 10, but that's doubled because it hits twice. And this is 12, but it hits twice also. So really the only one that has a really low AP ratio is her Charm. But that's not really 4 damage, that's for CC. And as you can see right there, I did a Charm into Q combo, which basically if you hit them with your Charm, you're guaranteed both hits with your Orbit Destruction. So that's the general strategy on Ahri. And Sona's being a little bit crazy here, and takes first blood. Kind of forgets about Nivea's passive, which is basically a Guardian Angel, an egg that turns her into an egg. And we put a ward there so that we can see her, see exactly when she does her thing. Shaco's coming around from the side, so we'll see what we can do here. I'm ready.
An ally has been slain.
And Corki is staying just a little bit. Oh, I've just barely missed my Charm. Oh, they have a lot of damage down here. They have. Oh, not a great start for us bot. Not much I could do with only 3 levels, and I try to max my Orbit Destruction first, because it actually, I don't know, I think it does the most damage. Some people max Foxfire first, that's also great. Either one works. Orbit Deception heals you more with her passive, so that's part of the reason why I get it first. It's also a better AoE spell, so just 2 reasons why I get Orbit Deception first, and then Max Foxfire second. I kind of Max Foxfire and Charm at the same time. So that's that. So we're down 0-3, not looking good, guys. Well, probably. But they're really pushing bot, so that's kind of our advantage. But Corky's got red buff, so... But nah. Shaco's coming around for another hit. Alright. So just like, alright, we'll get a Nivea instead. Oh, and I'm stunned. But then I got my Charm. Got him. And Q. There we go. So what I did there, basically, is I charmed him with my E. He was a little bit greedy. He didn't really know that we had the damage output. Because as you saw, he was at like 60% health. So how could he know that we would just burst him to death? But anyways, I E'd him. And then I believe I Foxfired. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just E and Orbit Deception. But either way, it was a very high amount of damage. And Charm also does a decent amount of damage. So it makes them walk towards you for a second. For maxing Charm, basically you get an increased duration of the taunt and an increased damage. Foxfire increases the damage and also lowers the cooldown. And Orbit Deception just basically increases the damage of both magic and true damage. So basically what Sona has to offer here is heals, keep me healed up, keep some wards out, and that power cord does a deceptive amount of damage. So as Ahri, I've tried a bunch of different builds. I like to build her, right now I like to build her tanky. Usually I'll go for either Rod of Ages or the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and I usually actually get both. So, and I think right now I'm waiting for my Catalyst, 450 gold, so we'll wait for that. Gragas against TF. I don't know how that goes. I think he eventually loses, but spoiler alert, who knows? We'll see. And so we're coming back down. These guys are pushed to our turret again, so we'll see how that plays out for him. And that guy, as you can see, Aurelia did call top MIA, but TF just didn't pay attention, I guess. So that's one thing you gotta do. You gotta watch those MIAs, and if they're MIA, you gotta run back immediately. So that's that. It's all right. Down 2-4, not bad, not bad. I have 1 kill. Oh, and I kind of just took a ton of damage, but I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's okay, you know. So what I did there is they jumped out at me, did so much damage to me, but I flashed out, got healed by Sona, and I charmed Corky. He couldn't really do anything because it doesn't allow you to attack. It basically just makes them run towards you. So he's taking 2 tower hits. So I tried my best there to not die, but my 2 teammates were kind of up here. Pantheon walked through here. I charmed him so he wouldn't attack me, but I was so low that it didn't even matter. But we got the kill anyway, so worth it. Just type that in the chat whenever you want it to be worth it, and it is. Alright, so now we're going to go back to lane. We are now ahead in the kills. I can't tell you the global gold because I'm using the LOL recorder. Alright, and laning phase is about 8.5 minutes, almost 9 minutes. So we're just going to go back. I've got 3 points into my Orbit Deception. It does about 200 damage now, more than 200 damage. I'll tell you Corky's level. I'm level 5. Once I get level 6, we'll see what happens. The one thing I like about Ahri is she's the type of mage that's even better after the laning phase. A lot of mages are like amazing during the laning phase, but then kind of tail off after the laning phase. Ahri stays really important throughout the whole game. That's one thing I like about her. She's very elusive during the team fights, which is really nice.